turn this
just
fan off
scream
too.
at me.
Wondering if the fan.
All right, we're going live.
Yeah, I see that. I'm
Got
hitting
it.
buttons on my phone. Listen, I'm very computer illiterate, so work with me.
Of course. We're not much better, so don't worry.
All right.
Lead the blind, lead the blind.
We are live. So tonight, all you 98 percenters out there and 2 percenters, we don't want to leave anybody out. We are going to be interviewing Ryan Ross, who is on team. I was going to let you say it.
I was waiting. I like paused. I was like, what?
He's
Punishment.
Team Punishment, and tell everybody where you're out of.
I live in Uniondale, Pennsylvania. It's about 35 minutes northeast of Scranton. And like our home base is Candlelight Inn and Lodge by Elk Mountain Ski Resort.
Roger Learns just said, "You're my boy, Blue."
Yeah, he's my boy too. No, usually Keith says that.
Keith Williams said, "Don't be nervous, Ross."
Hey, listen, I've never even FaceTimed someone in my life, so this is very new to me.
Yeah, well, dude, you're doing great.
Doing a great job, brother.
So, how long have you been arm wrestling? You've been arm wrestling a long time.
Since I was 15 years old.
Since you were 15 years old?
Yeah, as an amateur, I won a sit-down state championship when I was 15 or 16.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. How old are you now? How old are
I'm
you
43 now.
43? Wow.
Yeah, so 28 years.
Nice.
Don't get me wrong. I quit for like 10 years. I would show up to like one tournament every 5 years. No practice, no table time, no nothing. And I'd place. I didn't do great, but I'd still place. Now I haven't had a first place in like 10 years.
That's all right.
That's all right, man.
We'll get there.
To me, arm wrestling is not just a sport. Like it's something I while I take it seriously at some moments, the other moments is that it's the community. So it looks like you're doing just that, helping build a community in your neighborhood, in your neck of the woods, to help participate in something that's bigger than ourselves. So you're doing a great job at that.
That's exactly why I got back into it. Like it used to be a lot of drama and a lot of bull crap and this, that, and the other. And I wasn't happy with it. So I started a team where it's all like friendship, and I see the community, and like I met Grondin and I see what he's doing, and it's freaking awesome. So of course I wanted to be involved again. I mean, shit, the first time I met you, I had a blast talking to you. That was my first tournament back in 5 years. That was at the Piston Tomato Festival. No, that was Urban Arm Wrestling in 2020.
Yep, Urban Arm Wrestling in 2020, Pittston, PA.
Yep.
Over at the Nitro spot, right?
Correct. And I started all because of Tom Nitro.
Yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about your experience with Nitro and where it began with that.
I guess there was an arm wrestling tournament at a local bar that I went to all the time. Well, my parents did. Obviously, I was only 15 years old, but all of a sudden, this guy with this long ponytail comes in my house, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Tom, da da da," and my sister got involved in it, and my brother got involved in it, and I was 15 years old, so I got involved in it. And by the time I was 17, I was a pro already, and my mom still had to sign waivers, so I was allowed to be in the bar to arm wrestle, and I was already pro.
That's awesome, man.
It's weird, but about 2005, I quit. I didn't care, I was more involved with work and trying to figure out who I was, and then I see how involved the community is now and how much awesome it is, and so I'm like, yeah, I want to come back into this stuff, and started a team and kind of made rules like, listen, guys, we're here to have fun. Most of my guys on the team they're all amateurs. I was the only pro, and I let them beat the piss out of me at every practice. Like.
Now, were you guys like practicing and just decided like, let's have a team?
Yeah, well, I wasn't even going to get back into it. in 2015, I went to a tournament after 5 years of just being a ghost. I did well. I placed both arms. And then 2020, went to a tournament, 5 years, no practice time, no nothing, just jumped on the table and I did well. I took second place left, third place right. And Keith Hawley got a hold of me and he's like, listen, I want to start practicing this, that, and the other. So I met Chris Wandell and my buddy Shane Salata was interested in this, that, and the other. And next thing I know, I'm like, screw it, let's start a team. Like, I was really digging the the community and the 98% and everything Gronin's been doing. I'm like, I really like this now. This is really cool. So here I am.
Well, you guys are a good group of guys.
Yeah, I've met almost, I think, every one of your team members and teammates, and I gotta tell you, I love the energy you guys carry. I do plan on making it out there at some point.
Hold on, the bar just turned the music on.
Oh,
Perfect. We got intro music.
there you go.
Free.
That's awesome. You can't make this stuff up, right?
Dude, good timing. Good timing.
Perfect.
Sorry, guys.
No problem, dude. It's like intro. That's your intro music.
Who doesn't love AC/DC?
Yeah.
You know, I gotta tell you, Ryan, it's because of you that I went ahead and I started creating, or partly because of you, that I went ahead and created Primetime Pullers. I saw what you were doing in your neck of the woods, and I was like, hey, I should recreate that in mine. And I had, a couple guys showing up, and then due to bullshit drama like you were talking about, we broke things up a little bit and separated, but then it came back together. So, you are inspiring a lot of other people more than you think in creating this community spirit within our sport. So I applaud you for that. That's where your involvement is. That's where your passion lies right now. I can see it when you talk about your gang. It's all love right there. That's cool, man.
This is my favorite hobby.
There you go.
I'm trying to get I'm home. What? All right. A little better. Now you can see me.
There you go. So how many people are on your team now?
Right now we have 12.
Roger doesn't count.
You know what? That's the funniest part because today I got Roger a job with me and whatnot because obviously after his arm break he had no work, and they came to a practice and Jen was talking to me. She's like, haven't had work, this, that, and the other. She's like, he's got 2 interviews tomorrow for like $16 an hour. I'm like, how about 22 an hour and I'll give him a job tomorrow? She's like, sold. So he's kick ass. We do a lot of concrete work and everything's been working out really good.
Perfect.
Despite him being gimpy with one arm.
What's that?
despite his disadvantage having only one good arm.
I had him swinging a hammer today, smashing pins in with his left. It's coming back,
dude,
slowly but surely.
He's a beast, dude. If he can arm wrestle with a broken arm, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. I got a lot of respect for him. And like I said, talked to Jen and I'm like, don't worry, I got him a job tomorrow and he's loving it.
That's good, man. They're one of the most well-known arm wrestling couples, I would say.
Absolutely.
Power couple, right?
That's right.
Without a doubt. They do bring a lot to the table.
Literally.
Definitely. Meeting you for the first time, I gotta tell you, it left a very lasting impression on me. One of my first tournaments the first tournament I've ever been to, I met you and it's like, this guy's really cool. I remember, the energy and the vibe that you left me feeling with, saying like that, this is the community that I want to be a part of. So with that being said, how do you propose we as a community get bigger? What are you doing in the neighborhood? You can tell everyone else that what you're doing, that we can replicate this and recreate what your success has been. Because 12 team members, that's a pretty solid group right there.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on it. Like I said, besides me, the only other pro is Roger. And it's funny today we were joking. I'm like, listen, it's team punishment and Roger. Like he's like half member, but half is his own entity, you know.
That's right.
He's a nomad.
He definitely is.
Yeah. And the only reason he wants to kind of like join in with us is because every Sunday we're pretty consistent. We always have practice 1:00 at this place to Candlelight. I used to work here, and the owner's like, "You're more than welcome to use here."
That's
And
cool.
it's not only like we're not only arm wrestling. I mean, there's a little patio outside, and we get to play like cornhole if we want to in between. And
Yeah.
you know, it makes great food for us. She doesn't charge us. She's like it's supporting us also. So
That's cool, man.
That's very cool. You gotta make it out there one of these days.
Yeah.
Why team punishment? Where'd the name come from?
my whole life, I loved the Punisher, obviously, because he was one of the superheroes that don't actually have power. Besides Batman, I mean, you know, there's no superpower to the Punisher. The punishment was all about like I don't know. He was revenge and rage, and he went and just smashed people. You know what I mean? Like that's what he did. And I mean, my whole thing about getting back into arm wrestling was like I was going through some personal stuff, and I needed to disperse something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I love the Punisher. I'm like, team punishment. Then I realized Tito Ortiz had team punishment a long time ago.
Ah, screw him.
But
It's a whole
You know,
different sport anyway, so
Let's
who
be
cares?
honest, it's a badass logo too.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
and I always like the skull. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the skull thing was always cool to me.
Definitely badass, man. I like it.
I appreciate it.
So, like, us being the 98, like, we love being able to interview a team because if we can help you grow your team, it benefits everybody across the board because it's just more arm wrestlers, you know, bigger events, more people to meet, you know, things like that, which is great. So, whatever we can do to help you, you know, recruit, you know, you feel free to pass this around up in your neck of the woods to try to help recruit in different, you know, groups and such on Facebook.
All right, I'm gonna go somewhere quieter. Don't mind me. Give me 1 second, guys.
It has to be somewhere where you would feel comfortable masturbating on a live
Well,
YouTube.
usually that's in the dark, and I'm going to somewhere light. I'm just trying to get away from the noise. And I'm like I said, I'm at the Candlelight right now.
We got to get you out of your comfort zone. You have to do it in the light.
This is better. Much better.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, I don't own a computer at home. Like, I grew up on a dirt road. It was literally the name of my road was called Mud Road, across from a buffalo farm.
Mud Road?
Mud Road.
Across from a buffalo farm.
Yep. I used to go up in the woods and find the farmers,
Buffaloes?
the dead buffalo, and rip the heads off and put them in the creek for a while and hang them to the front of my trucks.
Did you do anything weird to the buffalo by chance?
No, usually they're full of maggots and it freaked me the fuck out. So I just rip the skull off and get out of there as quick as possible.
It's like free lube.
Buffalo. It's fucking weird. Hello?
You know what I like about arm wrestling is after the tournaments, there's been many times where we've gotten pretty drunk.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
You
we got to talk about grass angels, right?
Pally, Ed
Dude, the grass. On my birthday party, I should have did that for you. I wanted to. Thought about it.
Specifically at TJ Foley's tournament.
Oh yeah, that was the first time No, that was the second time I met you. I met you. Jason Durenzio was the first time, right?
Yes.
In the warehouse.
In the warehouse, yep.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you.
Yeah. Yeah, briefly. Yeah, you're right. Then at TJ Foley's, I think.
Yeah, that was our team's first tournament. You met Shane.
I remember it. I don't know if you do because they carried you out of that spot.
That's the first time I met the Cruz, man. Me and him became besties. Like,
oh yeah,
immediately.
you guys became best friends, taking shots up at the bar. And although he walked out, you not so much.
It was pretty rough, man.
It was fun though.
If
Dude,
I'm not driving, it's go time.
It's go time. There you go. I remember also Keystones. I almost convinced this man to do a grass angel. He was literally laying on the grass, just laying down, splayed out like this, all spread eagle and shit. And I told him, why don't you just start doing flapping your arms and legs and do a grass angel, man?
Are you going to TJ Foley's October event, his Halloween thing?
I would love to. I didn't know about it until right as you just said that.
Yeah, he's doing like a Halloween theme, so that should be fun, dude.
Well, I got a full gladiator outfit with real leather and the helmet from the movie. I might show up.
I'm just going dressed normal, and when people say, "What are you?" I'm just going to say pedophile.
You gotta wear the right glasses,
I
though.
can see that working.
You gotta wear the correct glasses, Ryan.
I know.
What?
I might not win any awards for best costume, but it's an easy one to throw together. TJ always throws great tournaments. So anybody listening to this, you go to his tournaments.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoyed the one we went to. The last one, you know what I mean? Like I said, arm wrestling is like my favorite hobby, but work is obviously very important. Like I don't do a press anymore because it hurts so bad I can't work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm learning, like 28 years in the sport, all I knew was a press. That was all I ever did. And it worked. And it doesn't work anymore because everybody top rolls the piss out of me and I lose.
I know.
So I'm learning back pressure and I'm learning different stuff. Like even Nitro tells me all the time, he's like, I learn still. Every day I'm learning something different.
Yeah.
Everybody's wrist is different. Everybody's fingers different. Everything.
That's true. TJ said $100 costume contest at the event also. 100 for men and 100 for women.
So what if you cross-dress like if Ryan cross-dress wait, TJ, if Ryan cross-dresses, does he get the men and women's prizes?
So I'd be like a female gladiator?
I may dress like Travis Vagina.
Yeah, see, this is another thing you guys are gonna laugh at me about. I've never watched like a Wall episode until the last year and a half ago. I never had like real TV. I have
just watching the Buffalo.
I have Amazon and like Netflix. That's it.
Like, what's Ryan watching? He's just watching the Buffalo circle the cabin.
No, I mean, I lived in a normal house. It wasn't like a fucking cabin in the woods.
Oh, wow. Shots fired. Grondin's already out of the contest. The contest hasn't even begun yet.
Oh, that means I won, dude. I'm already
eligible.
I'm already banned from the tournament. Great.
It sucks that I'm not going to be able to make it out in there for my birthday weekend.
So
come down there?
What's the next tournament that your team's going to? Team Punishment. What are you guys going to next?
Tomato Festival.
Tomato Festival? Nice.
Yeah, that's in what? 3 weeks.
Yeah, Nitro does that every year, right? Every Tomato Festival.
Yeah, I was actually at the very first one. I was 15 years old.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
My mom has it on like VHS.
That's epic.
Nitro lured you into the woods.
No, like I said, there was always local bars and stuff, and he's like,
yeah,
he met my sister or something like that. I think they went on a couple dates, nothing serious, this, that, and the other. But then my brother got involved, my sister got involved. We used to arm wrestle at the Pittston Staircase Live when it was connected to the mall. They ended up putting this Piston Staircase Live like down the road or something, and that has since been closed down. Someone fell from the second story or something like that. But
Oh my
like
God.
my sister arm wrestled one of the original American Gladiators from way back when. From like, remember
Oh,
US
yeah, that's
American
cool.
Gladiators?
Laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right
No
around my
way.
sister's
That's
trip.
fucking badass.
I shit you not.
Bro,
We were always
that
in the
was the
Armbender
best show
magazine
ever.
before internet and all that shit.
You remember that show, dude? That fucking tennis ball cannon. Oh my
Oh
god,
my God.
that was the best.
I always wish they had like a kid American Gladiator back then.
Right?
Oh, same.
'Cause I was only 15 years old.
They gotta bring
14.
that show back, man. You know what? Maybe we should be bringing that show back. Ryan, that's how we're gonna get famous. Bringing back
Oh.
Gladiator.
Well, they did bring it back for a little bit.
Speak for yourself, dude. That fucking tennis ball cannon. I'm a much bigger target than you two.
That's why I'm gonna hide behind your arms, man.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna be pelted with fucking. I won't be able to hide behind anything. I'm just gonna get pelted with fucking tennis balls the whole
Yeah,
time.
because me and Dan can kind of go sideways and they miss us. You go sideways.
Right,
and
I
you
go
take
sideways
it-
is
you
even
get the
worse.
same size target.
If I lay down on my stomach on the ground, I'm taller than I am standing up.
It's like a weeble wobble.
Yeah. People stand on my back and it's like one of those balance boards and they get like they work on their balance.
They work on their core and their balance.
Yeah. That's right. So did Keith Howley tell you that he kind of set this up?
Planted the seed.
Yeah, planted the seed for this?
Yeah, a little bit, because like he always asks me, he's like, Ryan, you should do a super match, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, listen, I like being the underdog. Just let me be just nobody. I prefer to live in the shadows like I have my whole life. Fuck. I don't want to be featured. I don't want to be nobody. Listen, I used to be a good arm wrestler. Now I'm very, very mediocre. And if I have some wins, I'm happy. If I have some losses, I'm even happier. This is my favorite hobby.
Yeah.
Like my other hobbies are I build motorcycles and I snowboard and I snowmobile and like I don't lift weights. I haven't touched a weight in 5 years. I just like arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not good. I don't expect to get better. Like I'm just happy where I'm at.
Hey,
whatever.
You and me both, dude.
Not for nothing. The community needs people like that. They need a place to go to that's not going to be just about competition and not just about getting ready for the competition. The community needs a place where to be a community. So
Yeah.
you're providing that, and what you're doing is in its own right even that much better, in my opinion, than anything else. So
well, it's a safe, good hobby for like. How many stories have you guys heard about someone who maybe was like super into drugs or alcohol, and this sport saved their life and it changed their life around? You know what I mean?
I do. Listen, like everybody on my team, we're never gonna be a 2%ers. I mean, Rogers got the opportunity.
Yeah.
The only reason he like joined in with us is because we're consistent. We're always having practice and we're always like trying to get to that competition. Like Roger, travel all the time. Like me, if I go to a tournament every 3 months, that's cool. I'm happy, but I'm still practicing every Sunday. Like,
oh, it's just fun to hang out. You're just hanging out with your
I want people to like. My goal is like to try to hold them. I don't try to smash people at practice. Never, ever, ever. Like I said, I got work the next day. I'm not. I am what I am. I'm not going to train in and like just.
But you don't let that stop you also from competing either, right?
No. Yeah, I am what I am. If I get you next time, cool. If I don't, cool. Good for you. I'm giving props to everybody.
Yeah.
Don't quit. I suck, blah, blah, blah. But who cares?
So for somebody who has not competed as of yet, but has been practicing a whole lot, what would you say to them? They've been practicing for a little over a year now, consecutively and regularly.
All right.
What message would you give to that individual?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
quit while you can.
Yeah, just quit now. Just quit now. No, absolutely not. Man, like I said, I used to be awesome. Am I disappointed that I suck now? No, hell no. I have a great time talking to people. I have a great time like winning, obviously. I have a great time losing too, because right after you're off the table, like you're boys. Doesn't matter. Like I literally just went to Altoona, Andrew Hiller's tournament. It was a smaller thing, but we went around and we told everybody that this is going to be fucking awesome because when we're on the table, we're going to go balls to the wall. And when we're off the table, we're all going to just fucking have a big practice. And like I even told Curtis Miller, I'm like, dude, just take it easy on me. And he did. You know what I mean? Like, of course he smashed me, but he didn't.
He smashed you gently.
He could easily broke my freaking elbow like he did a year prior. And
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, just take it easy, man. I'm 43 years old. I don't expect to do anything.
Yeah.
And it was great. Right after, we all fucking hung out, did a bunch of pulling and whatnot. Got to play with the swords and whatnot.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Good time.
Sword fights. That's cool, man. Yeah. Let me ask your opinion on something. How did you feel about Travis's outburst at Keystones?
Well, I wasn't at that table when it happened. Of course, I seen the videos, and I
Yeah.
talked to Zach and whatnot, and like, well, no, I didn't like it at all, because I don't know. The very next weekend, someone had done the same thing at my house through the, which I'm gonna call it the Travis word, and I'm sure all you guys saw it. He posted a whole bunch of stuff about team punishment. It was a team member, and he threw the same thing out. And my friend, who had never arm wrestled in his life, was on the table with him, and like he was going 190% against my friend, and he's like, "I just want to learn how to arm wrestle." And my buddy,
198%.
what's up?
198%.
Let's just say he was going all out, and my friend never arm wrestled in his life, and he happened to be beating this guy over and over and over. So this guy wasn't happy, and words were said, and then the Travis thing was said, and then my buddy, being a country boy who doesn't know anything about arm wrestling, said, "Yeah, I'm gonna cut your throat." It was horrible. It shouldn't never happen.
It really should.
But,
Well, you know what? I know who you're talking about. Fuck that guy.
see, I've never said a bad thing about him, and I never will.
Right. You don't have to. I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
But I understand. He was a little too intense, and he got very upset with me when I said, "Listen, I don't want you around us anymore," because he always started fights and arguments, and I'm like, that is not what our team's about. We're about like supporting each other. All he wanted to do is just start trouble, and I'm like, that's not going to happen here. And I was very polite to him, and he had sent me very many voicemails that were not polite to me back. I said, listen, I'm just like a coach to these guys. You don't listen to me, nor do you care. You just want to fight and tell me how you're going to be the next Todd Hutchins and you're the newest upcoming arm wrestler. I'm like, all right, dude, see you later. And I block him. Like, I didn't want to hear that stuff. I want to hear support. I want to hear support with your teammates and support with other people. Not, I'm going to go out there and crush this guy. Like, no. You do your best and they do their best, and you support them the whole time. You don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my team.
I removed him from our 98 page just because that's not what we want in there either. You know.
I appreciate it because, like I said, I was so polite to him. Even when I said, like, you don't fit in with us. You're too aggressive. You just want to start fights and stuff. And like, when we practice, it's called practice for a reason, not go 110% and try to like beat everybody all the time.
Well, some people are
I want to learn from you, and I want you to learn from me, and I want you to listen to me. And if you don't want to, then fine, walk away.
Some people are just shitbags from day one.
Like I said, I'm not saying a bad thing about this person. He's said many things bad about me, and which is crap because I'm not that guy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. You don't have to. I'll say all the bad stuff.
Do it. He's probably watching right now, being like, "Oh my
Send it
God.
to Ryan.
I
He'll
would
forget
love
all
for
about
you
that.
guys to hear the voicemails he left
Fuck
me." I was
that
like,
guy.
"Dude."
That's all I got to say is fuck that guy.
There you go.
We don't need that. And you shouldn't talk to our buddies from the north like that. It's not friendly.
Nope,
Right.
not welcome.
Not welcome. Yeah.
I was asked what the nearest tournament in the region is. We're all in a pretty much similar region. I believe it would be the West Virginia, Travis Bajan, bag of nuts,
The
whatever you
next
want to call
thing?
it.
Oh, the cleft palate tournament?
Yes, that one. There you go.
That's this Saturday,
Take him
right?
down. Don't get this interview taken down. No, I don't. I like this interview. Don't get it taken down, Brian. One job.
It's not going to get taken down. I am not doing a poll about his life.
One job, Ryan.
Yeah.
But yeah. So where were we?
I'm not making it this coming Saturday.
Oh no, you're not. I'm not either.
I have 3 parties to go to this Saturday, and me and my girlfriend are going to attend 2 of them. And then the last one's really close to my house, and it's a huge slip and slide party. So of course I'm attending that.
Gotcha. There's quite a few events coming up in August. Looks like I'm looking at the chat right now. We got Battle of the Beach in upstate New York, and then we got Mass States in August 20th.
Yep.
August, I'm taking the whole month off. I need it, man. What's your break period? How do you recover for arm wrestling, and how do you schedule out your tournaments and choose and pick and choose? What's your secret sauce?
Rest. Like I said, I don't train. The only time I train is during practice, I guess you'd say. But like, I don't lift weights. I don't do band work. I don't do anything. I swing a freaking hammer all day and do concrete work. And like the one practice we had here, I felt superhuman. It was awesome. And they're like, have you been lifting? I'm like, no, I just been resting. And if I don't rest and if I practice and I practice hard, the next tournament I'm garbage. Like I don't really have anything but rest.
What's your length of rest? How much time do you rest?
I would say literally a month. I mean, work is not rest. You know what I mean? Like the style work I do, if I practice real hard and I mess up, my joints and whatnot, because I've been telling everybody, I'm like, I've been doing this for so long. It's just, my arms are like rubber band. What happens when you use a rubber band 20 times? It loses its elasticity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And after 28 years, my arms are now magoo. So rest is the best to let it, I don't know, come back to normal. Yep.
Fair enough.
But no, like I said, I am who I am. I'm not training at all. I don't expect to be better. I want everybody on my team to get better, and they do. Like monthly, I feel every week they're getting better and better and better, and I'm just still the same. You know what I mean? Like,
and once again, while you're not doing this for the athletic accolades, you're doing it for the community purpose, and you built that energy surrounding your practices and your training group that you have with you, your team. So you guys are sitting there like, when you tell me that you're not going to be the best, you're not going to be the best. Stop saying that to yourself. You're creating the best environment to learn.
I've actually gotten worse since I started.
It's funny that you say that, because when I did come back, I did very well. I placed both arms, and it took me like a year to actually place again. I went to many tournaments in that first year that I started the team.
Yeah.
And I was just getting annihilated by everybody. And I was like, wow. And then finally, I actually jumped up the last 2 tournaments. I went like up to 190 and 198, and I placed second place. I was like, maybe I should stay out of the 176ers. Like,
Right. I don't know what that's
You
like.
play my
I've
playground with
never-
the 176ers.
I don't know
no,
what.
I know, bro, that's my natural weight. I mean, give or take, I got to lose like 8 pounds, something like that. But I don't know. I seem to be doing better in the fat kid weight class. Fat kid for being 5'6". You know what I mean? I'm a tiny dude.
So, what would you say to anybody out there that maybe is just interested in arm wrestling? Hasn't come to a practice yet. Like someone in your area that maybe you would like to get them to come out to your practice to check out the team. Check
Just
out
try
arm
it.
wrestling.
Just try it. My nephew Shay is 24 years old. First time I arm wrestled him, he like demolished me. He's a professional motocross racer.
Yeah.
So his forearms are constantly used to, motocross jumping, and when they race, that's a half-hour long race. So your forearm pump is insanity.
Yeah.
And he came to a practice one time and just embarrassed me. And that was when I did a press, and now I'm doing a little bit of back pressure, learning this, that, and the other, just so it doesn't hurt, because I'm sick of the pain. And pressing for me is just insanity, because I've had 1,000 micro tears in my elbows, this, that, and the other. Sick of them getting purple and not being able to go to work the next day and swinging a hammer. If you're interested in it, you come and try it. My buddy Bill Rasdork for years and years is interested, and finally he's on the team. He's only been to Keystone States. He checked it out. He had a couple wins, which was awesome. And it took 2 years of convincing him to even try it.
Cool.
And like I said, now we have this base, this clubhouse, I call it, Candlelight. Like they have a whole dining. I'm sitting in their one dining room that I'm probably the only person that's been in here in 2 years. It's a big place.
Yeah.
It's got 2 dining rooms. It's got a game room. It's got the bar. Like,
Now, do you think you guys will possibly in the future try to host a tournament?
oh, absolutely. It's been in the works. Like, I don't know the gist about to do it, so that's why I got a hold of Nitro, and I'm like, can you do the legwork? And I have the place. It's free. Like, she'll cook us free food.
That's
it's
cool,
about
man.
promoting here and our practices, and
Yeah.
it ain't about. There's no I in team, obviously. It's all about like the team. I would rather talk about all these guys that I've been training, because I want them to have fun. Like, I've had a love for the sport since I was 15 years old. Like,
That's great, man.
and I love it even more now that I'm 43 years old, because I see like like some of the tournaments you guys had, donations to the children's hospital and stuff like that. I'm like, that's super huge. That's beyond us,
Yeah.
What I love about this whole community. It's all about beyond us. Yeah, we're the competitors and stuff, but like, I don't know, I want everybody to try it.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the easiest sports, because you don't have to like run 3 miles to train for arm wrestling. You don't need cardio.
Stationary.
You arm wrestle. Most of the time, it's like 30 seconds and it's over.
That's why I chose this sport.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a jock, but this sport is pretty cut and dry, man. Like,
yeah, that is true. I'm glad you agreed.
I met Dan the first time at the Urban Arm Wrestling thing. I faced him twice, and I think I never even stood a chance against him, which is awesome, because I do have experience and he doesn't, and he just destroyed me both times. I was like, good for you, man. Like,
yeah.
I think the first time you and I gripped up was actually at Keystones of 2021.
Yeah. Oh, and you destroyed my wrist.
I remember you holding the ice back to it.
He put it. he put my wrist in his pocket and walked away with it. I was like, dude, I want that back like sometime.
Yeah. Dan's definitely leveling up.
Oh yeah. And then a Winter Blast lefty, I'm like, oh, first time because I'm dominant left. I'm like, I got this. Nope. Absolutely took that in his back pocket too.
Yeah, no,
I love seeing guys like level up or like guys that are brand new and they're just a beast. I love seeing shit like that.
I mean, to a certain degree, I have an unfair advantage, I feel like, because of my career. My career, somebody once said to me, my career is like putting my hand in a rice bucket for 30 hours straight, which is true. As a massage therapist, I'm constantly moving my hand, moving my wrist, and using it to help, fix people's back muscles. And people's backs are freaking hard, man.
And I know. Dude, my girlfriend's a massage therapist.
So there you go.
And she's more ripped than I am. I mean, obviously I'm bigger, but she's more toned. Like her fingers, her arms. Yeah, your job is not like. She actually went and bought what the hell is it called, like an ultrasound thing, for when she's done with work, to soothe her wrists and her fingers. And
I hear a lot of people say that works wonders.
Yeah, I don't know how to shoot. Yeah, she hasn't let me use it yet.
Well, you got to put your foot down.
There you go.
I use something else.
Yeah. A different kind of massage wand.
It's an internal massager.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, I know, you don't do much stuff like this. So we appreciate you, like, taking the time to, like, come on here and it's kind of out of your comfort zone.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even own a computer.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, Ryan, can I use my phone? You're like, yeah, phone works. I'm like, all right, now I feel I'm running around this bar. I'm trying to find good lighting. I'm like, what the hell do I do?
Dude, a lot of guys that come on use their phone.
Yeah, exactly. So
you're not out of the group in that aspect, because
norm.
Some guys just use their phone all the time. So.
Right. Yeah, like I don't even have it set up. You guys look all like standard and solid. I've been holding it the whole time. Here, how's that? It's better.
There you go. That's a good spot right there.
So, do you have any arm wrestlers, like, 2%ers that you look up to?
Well, I live 15 minutes away from Storm Chilino.
Is that one of your like guys that you look up to pulling?
Absolutely.
That's great. He's a good
dude.
Like
I haven't even. My friend on my team, Shane Salata, he introduced me to I knew who Storm was.
Yeah.
And when I worked at a lumber yard, Storm was cooking food. It was called the Montdale like gas station. He used to cook me like mozzarella sticks. He was only like 15 years old.
Yeah.
He just got into arm wrestling and stuff, and we used to talk about it, but I didn't pay no attention because by then I was done with arm wrestling. And the next thing I know, I'm like, that little bastard's like on this TV show. Like, I've never even watched a Wall episode until the last year and a half. I never paid attention. I didn't even know who Devin Lair was until a year and a half ago.
Wow.
It's embarrassing to say, but okay, yeah, I arm wrestled, but I also golf. I don't know any golfers' names. I don't know any golfers' names. Like, I don't watch it.
That was nice of you. That was nice of you to wear your golfing hat on this podcast.
It's not a golfing hat.
I'm just kidding.
It's a painter's hat or some shit.
That's hysterical.
Actually, I got this at Spencer's 10 years ago.
Nice.
There you go.
For like $14. Yeah, piss off.
Hey, you got your money's worth out of that fucker.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a small collection of hats. I have like 75. I have a very large collection of weapons. I have like $5,000 of shiny, sharp objects.
Nice.
So what I wanted to do is do this podcast in my room because my wall is just nothing but weapons.
That's awesome.
That's gonna have to be the next one then.
And I know I wanted to win one at Hillers, but Curtis and Lee got them. Those
Yeah.
swords were kick ass.
Oh, yeah?
Like heavy. I'm talking 20-pound swords.
Oh wow,
And they were sharp.
very cool. So, if somebody wanted to join your team and come to your practice, is there a link that we can, post in our description? Where they can find
Do
you?
you have a Facebook or anything? Like, where could someone reach you guys if they want to go to your practice? Who should they reach out to?
I'm trying to think. I mean, we do have the team punishment thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
And every time we post, it's, practice at candlelight and it's got the address.
Okay.
And believe it or not, like, I don't know the address. I just know.
That's all right. We can get that.
Take a left at the
We'll put that in the link.
mountain.
We'll put that in below the description.
Yeah. But, if anybody asks that's out your way, we always direct them to, whoever's closest.
If they're a friend of mine on Facebook or Keith's or just Keith's our social media guy. I consider him like second in command. He does all our internet stuff because I'm, like I said, I don't even own a computer. He's the social media guy, and that man has never ever missed a practice.
Oh, really? Like, he's a good dude. I like Keith.
He would show up if it was just me and him.
Yeah.
He'd just show up. He's like, hopefully someone else will show up.
That's good, man.
He's the most dedicated on the team for sure. I mean, everybody's got their families and they got kids and they got this and that. And,
yeah.
Unfortunately, Shane was supposed to come with us to Altoona, but his aunt passed away. And, like, we don't shun him. Just like, yeah, take care of your family first. Or my friend Bill, it's like, he's got work. It's like, don't worry about not making practice. You're still part of us. Like,
see, not us.
We're welcoming everyone.
If someone in our areas, family member dies, we're like, you're skipping that fucking funeral and you're coming to practice. Fuck that.
Yeah, that don't fly up in my area.
I'm just kidding.
It's family,
no,
man.
but,
I know you're joking, but
no, you know what we're actually doing? We're working on something. How I touched on it earlier about how a lot of people that have struggled with either alcohol or drugs or whatever get into this sport and say it changed their life. So I'm actually we're going to be teaming up with a group out of Philly called the Savage Sisters.
Okay.
And what they do is like they help people like that struggle with drugs, like get into placement or get help. They go out in the streets and like help treat people with wounds, things like that. They try to get people, as much help as they can. And since a lot of people say that arm wrestling has turned their life around from that kind of lifestyle, I thought it would be a good idea to team up with an organization like that and show them that there are options and there are like communities that are positive that they can get involved in where they won't be judged and they could come out and arm wrestle and join a team, and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing some stuff with them soon, and they're going to be coming to Winter Blast and setting up like a whole booth and spreading some awareness. So it's kind of like a collaboration.
Yeah, that'd be great. Cool. Honest to God, like wintertime when we're here, obviously we're just arm wrestling. But like summertime when I have practices here, like I said, in between we're doing cornhole. When we go to my house, we're shooting shotguns, we're throwing axes. Like it's not just arm wrestling. Like you're hanging out, you're having a good time. We pull and we pour nuts off. Like, we make sure when you leave, you're you're not happy with yourself because you're in pain. The whole reason I started arm wrestling again was because I had emotional pain, this, that, and the other, and I needed somewhere to let it go. And this is what it is, but it's on the table. The second I get off that table, like, you're my best friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, not necessarily my best friend, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you.
Did we just become best friends?
You want me to put my nuts on your activities? I'm gonna rub my nuts all over your drum set.
One of the best movies of all time. I don't care what anyone says.
No, but that's good, man. You know that a lot of people use the sport for that. You know, it's a great community. Everybody's welcoming, so it's like, why not use it when you need it? You know.
No, 100%. If you're having a bad day, it's like, what's going on today? Like, Ross has
Yeah,
got practice. I don't
absolutely.
have to go there and arm wrestle. You're more than welcome to go over and throw axes against my tree or shoot the shotgun or like whatever.
There's been times where I just didn't feel healthy, like my elbows or whatever, but I still went to practice just to like hang out.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
there's
just say hi to everybody and just
just like you said, like Dan asked me, he's like,
whatever.
what you mean? What do you think? Da, da, da. I'm like, rest. Yeah, I go to practice every Sunday. It doesn't mean I'm pulling every Sunday.
Right.
I'll show up the third Sunday and I'm like, all right, I feel good today. And then, I feel good,
Yeah.
and
I just
everyone's
sit in
like,
the
well,
corner
you got
and
so much
watch
stronger. How'd you get
everybody
so much
else pull.
stronger? I'm like, I didn't get stronger. I rested.
Right.
My rubber bands found the elasticity.
I just sit in the corner and watch everybody else pull while I masturbate.
I was waiting for that. As soon as you said I sat in the corner, I'm like, yep, this guy's
Yep.
pulling on a jerk off.
I'm getting too predictable now. Damn it!
You are, man. You gotta
You
change
are.
up your whole MO.
Everything leads back to masturbating.
Listen, we can do a private podcast and we can talk about masturbating all day long. Trust me. I love it.
Yeah, we'll do a different one. It'll be the masturbation episode. Hey, and let's be honest. It probably helps with recovery.
Well, that's my only where do you think I get my pump from? That's my only training.
Right. Same here, buddy.
Listen,
You don't see
I,
me in the gym.
I curl. That's my thing. I curl. I curl and I run. I curl 12 ounces at a time and I run to my fridge when I'm out of beer.
People are like, Ryan, what do you do to train? And I'm like, fucking nothing, dude. I masturbate to like Debbie Does Dallas or something.
I saw you post something that's like a 1990. Not
Right,
many
it's old
people know
school.
about that video. I
Right?
do. I've seen it.
Isn't that hilarious? Like that's like a nope. Like no one above a certain age or below a certain age knows that fucking video.
You got to be 40 years old or
Yeah.
plus.
Right.
Debbie Does Dallas was like the whole ice thing. Yeah, I remember it all. Trust me.
People in the chat are like, huh? Debbie does what?
Yeah,
The entire Dallas football
right
team.
now, Debbie Does Dallas just got 1,000 more views immediately.
Yeah, seriously.
That was VHS days.
Yeah.
Nobody has VHSs. I can't even find a VHS player. Like to watch my old.
Yeah, it's hard now. It's like an antique. You gotta buy it's like an antique price now. Like $400 for this VHS.
I looked it up because literally I have like many arm wrestling matches all on VHS. My mom used to camcord us and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
And guess what? I don't have a VHS player, so I haven't seen any of them.
Right. That would be cool to get a hold of one and then post them. Like old school VHS arm wrestling matches.
Which is funny. I actually last year's Pits and Tomato Festival, I showed Roger. I'm like, you'll appreciate this. I was 16 years old. I just got a titanium rod in my femur and I was limping on stage. And I like kicked ass, obviously, but
yeah.
It was on VHS and it was someone else's VHS that Keith found.
Oh shit!
In the Pits and Tomato Festival, and like
freaking Keith, dude.
He's what my internet guy. He will search until like he's out of water. Like
I'm gonna go on record and say not all superheroes wear capes. Good job, being a superhero, Keith.
Absolutely,
superheroes are just named Keith.
There you go.
No, I give a lot of props to Keith because I was, like I said, I arm wrestled in 2015 and didn't until 2020. And he found me somehow and he was like, listen, I'm interested in practicing. I'm like, I'll come down to Pittston and try it.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I met Wandell and like I really like stuck to all the guys that were there. And I'm like,
I don't like it.
Like, let's do this. Fuck it.
I don't like Chris.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I'm like, yeah, how you not?
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he's the easiest person to get along with.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
The cat memes though on Facebook, just
That's
too
not
much.
a thing for cats.
He's listening right now too. Yeah, Wandell,
He's
enough with the cat crap, man.
petting a cat, looking at cat memes, watching this.
I mean, I have 2 cats, but I don't post them.
I let them lick things off me like peanut butter,
That's disturbing.
tuna. Anyway, so listen, we appreciate you coming on and chatting with us, and hopefully we can do it again. And anything we can do to help you guys grow your team, just let us know. And when you're ready to throw a tournament, let us know, dude. We'll help promote the hell out of it and get all our 98 guys to come to it.
Honestly, like December, January would be pretty cool. That gives us enough time, and I'm hoping I don't want to intervene with anyone else's tournaments. I don't know the dates.
Well,
Obviously,
Dave Sell has the whole list.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the professor knows everything.
Yeah, he can help you pick a date and stuff, and make sure that it's okayed with other organizations and such, so we're not stepping on any toes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Nitro is the only person I would go to because he's like, I call him the godfather of arm wrestling to me. You know what I mean? He got me into it. He's been around the sport forever.
Right.
I have mad respect for him.
That's cool, man.
And also, when I started, you got to remember, there was only like a tournament once every 3 months. Yeah. Like now there's one every week. If you wanted to compete, there's one every week.
Absolutely.
Very sad.
So much since you started, right?
Yeah, back way when Armbender magazine, blah, blah, blah. Like there was no internet. It was like, all right, we go to New Jersey, and then 3 months later, not even practice, just we'd show up.
Yeah.
Like my brother quit 20 years ago. He just got into other stuff, triathlons, this, that, and the other. He's still a freaking animal. My sister, she's 50 some now, so obviously she's not gonna ever arm wrestle again. But yeah, my brother, me, and my sister, we're all state champions at one point in our life.
That's cool, man.
It was fun. It's still fun. You know what I mean? Like that's why I started the team. I've probably said it 3 times, but it's just I love the community now. I love the camaraderie. It's always been just my favorite hobby. I don't train for it. Like I said, I golf, but I don't train to golf. I used to wrestle. I don't take anything above and beyond. This is what you get.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like it, you're wrong. Because
you don't like it, fuck that guy.
Yeah, dude, I'm seriously like one of the funnest, nicest try to be. I'm not a cocky asshole.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you're all right.
You're like me. Shut up. And your name, we got the same name, so piss off.
I mean, Ryan is a good name, dude.
You damn right it is.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that was one of the most
cool
that was one of the most popular names back then. So there's a shit ton of Ryans our age.
I graduated with 3 Ryan.
Yeah.
And I graduated with 86 people. That's how small of a high school I went to.
Yeah.
My high school, my senior class was 86 people.
Holy shit, dude. Mine was like fucking 1,200.
My whole 7th through 12th grade was 660 people.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So, like I said, I graduated with 86 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight.
I live in the country, guys.
Yeah, you do.
Just look up Elk Mountain Ski Resort. It's a popular ski resort, but it's only popular during the winter.
What's it called?
Elk Mountain.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's literally in my front yard.
Cool, man.
Like, I don't even put up a Christmas tree. I just open up my windows and it's all lit up. Elk Mountain.
Nice. Well, like I said, man, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. And if there's anything we can do to help you guys recruit or spread the word or, promote a tournament, we are always available. And that goes for any team out there. Feel free to use 98 as a tool.
Absolutely.
We're not looking to charge anybody to help them out. Like we want to be a community within the community, and you can use us as a tool to help promote your event, to help draw people in to get more of us going to it, and that's what we're here for. So
Absolutely. And it's not just necessarily a team. It could be a club or any organization. If they're trying to get, out there, let us know. We'll help you out. Happy to do so.
Yo, it's not only that. Like the only reason I met, for instance, real quick story. When I met you, Dan, at the Urban Arm Wrestling thing, like everyone was like, "Oh, Roger, Roger, Roger." I'm like, "Who the fuck's this Roger guy?" Like I had no idea. I knew Ice and I knew Flash and I knew Nitro. That was the only people I knew. And here it is 2 years later, because of 98, got more in touch with Roger and he started practicing with me here and there. And like Ice and everybody, and we're all having a great time. And they came to a practice and Jen's like, Roger's been out of work since his broken arm. And I'm like, literally tomorrow I have work for him and he's been with me every day since and he's fucking loving life. He's like, I can't believe, he's like, I've never got paid this much an hour. Da, da, da. I'm like, well, because of 98%, this is why you are here now. And I think it's really good. And like you said, we're here to help everybody. And
I've only gotten as good as I've gotten, to be honest with you. As many practices I've gone to, as many tournaments I've gone to, as many hands I've held in arm wrestling, and just all different techniques that I've learned along the way. It's a hands-on sport. There's only one way to learn it, by literally gripping up with as many people as you can. So,
absolutely.
I've only gotten to those levels of success because of the growth of the community like this. So, I love it, man.
Yeah, like I said, I'm all in. I was this close to just doing my once every 5 years, see if I still got it type thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, you know what? Like I said, Keith
Maybe they
got a
stick
hold
around
of
for a
me.
little bit longer.
What's that?
Maybe you'll stick around for a little bit longer this time.
I did, and
we like that. We love that you have, because you've helped build up the community. So
I enjoy it. Like I said, you're never gonna see me at a tournament whether I win or lose. I'm always a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
yeah,
that's awesome, man.
cool, man.
Well, I think
I look forward to seeing what your team does and where you guys go. And like I said, we'll come to anything you guys, anytime you guys need us to like help get a lot of people to come up there, we'll work with you and make it happen.
Grant, and I'm like 2.5 hours north of you. You need to come up to a practice some Sunday.
Yeah, I've been meaning
to.
I've been meaning to. My work schedule changed, so I can't go to my local practice anymore, the Philly one. So I've been going to Allentown, which is, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I've been going there, which, I mean, really, that's like halfway to you guys anyway, pretty much.
I want to say Allentown's an hour and 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, and it's about an hour for me. So double that, and I could be at you.
Yeah, I had the Cruz come up once. That was freaking awesome. Just to be able to hang out with him. Like I said, he's my bestie. So,
bro, nobody has a beard like Ed DeCruz. Let's be honest.
Nope.
His fucking beard is perfect.
Spot on.
You know what I mean? It's almost like he bought it and just stuck it on his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was pissed off he didn't make it to my birthday party.
Oh, that devil.
I mean, I invited everybody. I knew a lot of shit was going on that weekend, but man, I had a 6-foot alligator.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Good, man. I wish I could have made it to that too.
I've never had alligator. Well, I mean, I've had alligator bites before, but like this was a real. Like, I ripped the freaking leg off the alligator and ate it, and it was just as good as the tail.
Wow.
My friend was running around with a tongue eating it.
I mean, it was creepy seeing you holding like a stripped down alligator.
Like, oh yeah, no, that come on.
Hey, your thing. Awesome. Hey, your thing. Yeah.
To me, that's nothing. I shoot deer and eat squirrel and rabbit, and I'm a country boy. I grew up on deer steak and potatoes, man.
Nice.
My father raised 4 children, and he was the only one working. So you're damn right, man. Deer and potatoes. Some of them fried taters.
What's taters, precious? Well, dude, that's awesome. Hey, Paul Italia's in the room. What's up, Paul?
What's up, Paul? How's it going, man?
We gotta get Paul on here sometime.
Absolutely.
I've seen pictures of him, but I don't know who he is.
Paul Italia.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an arm wrestler and he promotes.
No. Like I said, I know
Promoter.
of him, but I just don't know him.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't even know who freaking Devin Larrett was until a year and a half ago. How embarrassing is that?
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
It is. I never paid attention.
Yeah. That's all right. Now you know who he is.
Literally, if you ask me like pro basketball players, I'll give you like Shaq and Michael Jordan. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
When it comes to arm wrestling, I don't know. Golfers, I don't know. That black guy and the fat guy. That's I don't watch sport. I play them. Everyone like, oh, Todzilla. I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is just my favorite hobby. It's just something I don't watch. I don't pay attention. I don't study. Like I said, again, I am what I am, and as far as I'm going to be. And if you guys knew who I was 20 years ago, you'd be like, wow, this little fucker kicked ass. But
Yeah.
that was a long time ago, man. That was, like I said, you guys probably never even heard of the Armbender magazine.
I've heard of it. I've seen actually when they did when they, I think it was James Reed did up the flyer for what's his name, the Old Town Days tournament. What's his name? The guy who's bowing down to Brzezinski. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Oh God. That was what was.
They used that they used an old Armbender style magazine as an advertisement for his tournament, which was kind of cool because I was like, oh, what is that? And actually, I ended up looking it up and seeing a little bit more about it. It's like there was some good shit in there. I wish they could bring something like that back. I guess Polar's their replacement, right?
Oh, it was JD Fox, Keith said.
There you go.
See, that's why we got to have Keith here.
I just met JD Fox
in line. Keith, how'd we do? Did we make you proud on this podcast, or did we make a fool of ourselves?
Well, I mean, we didn't talk about masturbation enough, obviously.
Yeah, we should have really amped it up.
Yeah.
It's the only topic I'm going to talk about.
It's called personal punishing yourself.
Yeah. Self-mutilation in jail. Yeah. Don't ask how I know that, but it's called self-mutilation when you're in jail.
I've been there. I was undefeated in Western State Penitentiary.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not a lie, though. That's sad. It's not a lie. 2011.
We've all been there.
2017.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thanks, dude. We're gonna probably just open up the podcast so anybody can come on if they want, and keep it rolling.
Yeah, we'll keep it rolling, but then we'll cut this and we'll make sure that you have your interview separated from the live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll clip it.
Well, I might come back. I mean,
all right. I
might not because I got to pour concrete at 6:30 in the morning. But
oh yeah. Well, hey, I'll send you the link anyway. You know, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't.
No, I appreciate talking to you guys too. Like I said, I was all like kind of like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Nah.
It's not so bad, right?
No, I mean, it's a lot easier when I'm talking to you, Ryan, because you're just easy to talk to.
I'm not easy to talk to.
Fuck that guy, Dan.
I'm like, Dan?
Dan's a nightmare to talk to.
I'll never forget the first time I met him. Dude, he had these like bolts in his ears, and I asked him about them. And he's like, "Oh, you've been arm wrestling at that time." I'm like, 25 years. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I've been 6 months in, and look what he's done in a year and a half."
Those loops in his ear are handles.
Well, he had actually like a nut and a bolt, right? Is that what you had?
It was a bolt.
It was a bolt. Yeah. So I was intrigued, so I needed to talk to him.
Right. I get it.
Because obviously I was sitting on a picnic table all by myself. No one knew who I was. I only knew, like I said, Ice Flash and Simcoe.
Most people just avoid Dan, but
No. I love talk. Every single time I see him, I talk to him. Make it a point to.
me too. I have no choice. He's on this podcast all
Oh my God.
I didn't even invite him. He's just here.
I just show up every now and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every now and then I just show up, pop up here and there.
Well, now that I realize it's just easy, because when Ryan first asked me, he's like, do you want to do this podcast interview thing? I'm like, I don't even own a computer, man. I don't know how to do this.
Right.
I've never even FaceTimed someone, like once.
Yeah.
Just because he wanted to show me his junk. That was about it. No, I'm kidding.
What was his name? No.
It was you.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't be able to see it on a screen anyway.
No, don't get me started. Do not get me started.
So
Yeah,
there's been a lot of requests in the chat that they want Paul Italia on, and Paul Italia's up in the air. So I think we need to get the next best thing, Ryan.
Who do we have for? He just asked, who do we have for Ryan Bowen versus Coach Ray? What do you guys got?
I got Coach Ray all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think. Well, I don't know though, man. Sometimes you bet against Ryan Bowen and he shocks you. You know.
Unfortunately, I've heard of these names, but I don't know either of these guys or seen footage of them ever. Like, I'm horrible when it comes to. I know Storm. That's all I know.
We're being rude to our guests. Let's talk about moose and buffalo
An alligator.
and alligators.
So wait, where did the alligator actually come from?
Florida.
Okay.
I ordered it. I saw it on Facebook.
Could have been Louisiana, could have been Texas, could have been anywhere, man.
It was an Amazon crocodile.
No, I ordered off.
Fucking Africa for all I care.
Dude, yeah, I'll tell you what. This is what pisses me off. The alligator only costs $175, but to ship it costs $125.
Oh,
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Because they probably have to keep it refrigerated.
Yeah.
It was frozen. It came frozen.
Do you eat the anus?
What?
The anus? Do you eat that?
I ate around the anus, but
Yeah.
I didn't actually. I mean, there's a lot of good meat around there. Come on.
Yeah.
Just like imagine all the meat around your butt cheeks.
Right. You gotta eat
So
it.
there's a lot of meat there. A lot of meat.
Sometimes you just have to eat a human, dude. Plane crash. You're in the woods.
Movie Alive?
You know, Ryan.
That's
not
what I'm thinking of,
everybody
is the movie-
wants to come to cannibalism and
Bro, the movie
that weight.
Alive. They
Alive,
had to eat
yeah.
dead. They were like cutting strips out of their butt cheeks in the frozen snow and shit. and
Dude,
eating it.
it's the tenderest meat.
Yeah.
I
That's
definitely.
the first part they went for was the butt cheek. I mean, I probably would have went for like a leg or something. I don't know.
All right, listen. If Dan and you were dead next to me, I would definitely go for your butt cheeks because his are more toned than yours.
Yeah, I probably have a lot of meat in there.
Exactly.
And then the fat,
tenderloin.
dude, you could use my fat to make candles and shit, soap.
I'd use that to lube the pan, and then I'd put the meat on top.
Dude, I swear to God, if you use my fat to masturbate, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's wrong. That's
No,
wrong
I
on too many
use
levels,
my own
man.
spit. Spit's easier.
First off, you guys would die way before me because I have a lot of fat on me to live.
No, you kidding me?
You guys would starve.
In any
The body attacks
life-threatening
protein
situation,
first,
you're the first one to go, man.
You
Yeah,
guys,
you'd be the first one to
guys
go.
would starve, and I would just be sitting back going, just eating my own fat over here.
No, you don't understand. The body, when it starves, it eats protein first. So that's muscle, which
Plenty.
fat doesn't matter.
I got plenty.
Right
of
or wrong,
right
Dan.
here. This is not fat. But anyway,
We all got fat,
I mean, I'd be the hungriest, so I'd probably just eat one of you right away.
as we're still alive.
Yeah. Like you wake up and I'm like eating your toe.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter? It's frozen anyway.
What do? I'm burying you. Put them alive.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh man, this podcast always gets off topic.
Off topic.
Just so you know, it always gets off topic.
What topic are we talking about? We're talking about a topic?
I don't. I'm not, are we even doing an interview? I have no idea what's going on at this point.
I'm just talking. I ran out of a drink like 20 minutes ago.
That's not good.
The
Well,
bar's not far.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll end this and then we'll reopen the live for anybody that wants to come back on and speak some more. Talk about how we all slammed Devin Larratt.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm sorry I missed that. I mean, I did, but I also wanted to like finally compete because it's been since New Jersey.
Yeah. It was fun,
was
dude.
at,
It was a fun time. Those guys really put on a good event, the High Five Club. They did a really good job.
Yeah, it looked awesome. I saw everybody's like feeds and stuff. They look great.
Yeah. Dude, the crazy part is Devin being so like you can see it in his face and in his eyes and like his body language. Like he was so fucking excited about doing this seminar and then pulling with everyone. Like that fucker pulled all fucking night till
Right.
like noon.
Nonstop for like I would say almost
noon,
8 hours.
Noobs could beat him, you know, like he had nothing left in his arm and like new guys are beating him. That's how long he went.
Yeah.
And he
That's
loved
awesome.
every minute of it. You could tell he loved every minute of it. He was one of the last people to leave. Like he was there till the very end.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, it was crazy, dude. I love seeing that because, I mean, how long's he been pulling? Forever. And he still has that level of passion for the sport. And by far, if anyone has done the the most for the sport, it's him. Like he's like the guy. You know what I mean? Who
That's the people on this one nowadays are because like he inspired them.
Yeah, so many people come to practice. They're like, "Oh, I saw a Devin video and I came to practice." You know, or got into the sport. There was a lot of guys there too that weren't even pullers. They're like, "Oh, I don't arm wrestle. I just came to see Devin because I saw him on this YouTube channel or whatever."
Right.
So that was kind of cool too. Like a lot of guys were there, and it was their first time ever at an arm wrestling practice or whatever.
Ryan, before you go, I know you want to end this kind of quick. Sorry, it took me a while to think about it, but I've been thinking, just for the fact that obviously our whole team's like all about 98% and whatnot. What would you think if eventually we change our shirt to have like the Punisher symbol as the number 9, like the 98%, but like it obviously be your 98%, but like we'd have the.
Oh, dude, you can do whatever you want. Look, we just
kind of collaborate.
Did this? Collaborate in the eyes.
Yeah,
you could do the same thing with like the Punisher one, and you know what I mean.
I was thinking like, because here's the 9, do the Punisher skull, but make the teeth kind of shape as a 9, and then do the 8.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, dude. We would never be like, dude, that's our fucking brand, our logo. You can't use it.
Well, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Absolutely, you absolutely can.
Eventually incorporate, because our shirts are obviously going to get beat up in the next year or whatever, and then we're going to have to get new ones and a nicer material because we got the cheapest shit we can get.
Yeah. Well, dude, we got, honestly, if you went through our shirt guy, they'd probably be cheaper than shirts you get. Because
probably
for these nicer, like comfortable shirts, we're paying like $4 or $5 a shirt.
Yeah, I'm up. I think we're paying like 25 to 30, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, printed they come out to like 10 each.
Right.
12.
I know what you mean.
Depends
I like your material.
Runner back and all that stuff and sleeves. It adds more money. Colors, you know.
It's just something in the future I was thinking of, and I wanted to mention it to you. I thought that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
We're forever going to be part of the 98, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of guys have said they want to do their team shirts, but then put 98 on the sleeves or something.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. But
Ryan and I were talking about that a lot lately.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man.
Yeah, just intercollaborate everything. Like when I first decided to do Team Punishment, I asked Nitro, I'm like, can I be like a sister of nuclear arms? He's like, absolutely. And they don't even have nuclear arms anymore.
I know. That sucks.
Um,
Jesse was kind of running it for a while, but
he was
very busy with work and stuff and
yeah,
family.
and he's got a big family to.
I like him.
I
He's a good
understand
dude.
all that.
Jesse's a cool dude. I like him.
Me too.
Keith said $20 per shirt.
Huh?
Keith said the shirts were $20 each.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. He orders them, I pay for them. Not always, but
Well, next time let us know because we might be able to get you guys a better deal with our guy.
yeah, I love this material.
It's a 12 shirt minimum, but you'll pay less per shirt. So,
oh, absolutely.
yeah. But anyway, thanks for coming on, dude. We're gonna end the
I
live
appreciate
feed.
it, dude. I love you guys to death. You know that.
Oh, likewise, buddy.
It's all love.
Always love.
Yep.
I'm gonna go self-love.
I've had one bad apple I had to deal with, and hopefully,
He said he'll contact me about the shirt thing. Yeah, I'll give him all the info, no problem. But
yeah, he's our dude.
Keith is the dude.
Keith's the manager.
Yeah.
I'm the coach, captain, and Keith does the rest. Man, he's a great dude. He's more dedicated than I am sometimes. I won't even show up and he'll throw practice. They'll be in my basement. I'm not even there.
Keith's there, just in your house throwing practices, and
yeah, pretty much. I'm all cool with it, dude. Listen, where I live, like I leave the keys in my car.
yeah.
My doors are unlocked. I have no worries.
Fair enough.
Sounds good, man.
But
All
yeah,
right. Well,
All right,
we
we'll talk to
reopen this
you.
up, so if you want to join us later, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
right. I'm
All
going
right.
back to the bar.
Yeah, we're just ending the live feed. That's all, and then we'll restart it.